Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Khorasan Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seales, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Benders, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Slocum. Slocum if you got 'em. Slocum if you got 'em. Ptolemy Slocum.
Yeah, how's it going?
What a kick-ass
Welcome
name.
to the show, man.
Thank you. The one thing I can't take credit for.
This is a thing that dumb people can't say. How many dumb people approach your name in various situations?
It is a bit of a litmus test. In that, like, if they take a shot at it and it's like the weakest shot, like, can I just do Tommy or Twalotomy?
So you know when we were kids, Sklar is very difficult because it's got 3 consonants in a row, and our dad. I mean, he just was like, I'm sick and tired of people screwing it up at, like, the restaurant. When if you go to a restaurant and put your name in and they call your name because that's the type of restaurants we went to when we were kids. The one where they call your name out. It was like before beepers buzzed and got you there. So our dad would just go up without us knowing, and his first name was Richard, so he would just put in Richard's Party of 4. So as small children whose last name was Sklar, someone at a restaurant would be like, Richard's Party of 4. Would be like, yep, that's us. That's us. He would not even talk to us. We'd just get up and go.
I mean, my name is horrible, and at any kind of restaurant, I just go with Roy.
Can we blame
Yeah, just skip it all and just say Roy.
Can we blame the almond farmers who raised you?
No, I was born in Kenya, and I was born on the eclipse of the moon, and so they named me after an astronomer who lived in Egypt. So there was like an African thing and an astronomy thing.
Talking about specific.
Has nothing to do with almonds.
Talk about no foresight.
But poor foresight is then I was raised in like farming areas, and they basically were repulsed by my name.
By anything that was unique.
Yes.
Well, so here's what we believe.
Your name isn't Dave.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Ptolemy.
Right, here's the deal. And look, there might be a ton of really smart and astronomically educated farmers out there. We're not saying all farmers are, but it just so happens that he
ones
grew up,
you lived around.
Yeah,
you grew
random
up with dumbness
selection.
around you. Okay.
Well, the world, I think, is getting. If you were to grow up today, it would be dumber than when you grew up long ago. I do believe that that's true.
And it was a long time ago when you were young.
Yeah.
I mean, you are old.
Right. Brother. Yeah. Almonds were new.
Brother. Hey, brother. Dan's got a story for us. Let's fire
Should we
one
jump
up.
into it?
I would love to jump.
do it, Dan.
Head first, feet first.
Knees
Let's
first.
jump head first
I mean,
into
it's
a
Dumb
pool.
People Town. You
It's
head
head
first.
Head first into a
Everything's
pool
head
that you don't know how shallow it is. Let's start going.
True story. We grew up along the Delta, and there are several people that I know that lost either their legs or all 4 limbs
For diving
by
into rivers?
diving into the Sacramento River head first and hitting either a rock or a log.
It's the
True
scariest.
story.
The fact that you know more than one that
More than
happened
one.
to.
That's
Like,
okay.
one.
I asked Corey Lukasik, great comic. I saw him yesterday, and I asked him this question: Are you more apt to bungee jump or jump off a cliff into water on someone else's word that it's safe?
Bungee jumping.
Yeah, me too, 100%. It's not even
Bungee jump.
close.
Bungee jump.
Yeah.
What's
or
we
would you
bungee?
jump into water you haven't checked the
No.
depth of?
So I would jump into water that I haven't checked the depth of if I
feet.
had it with my feet. If I had a life jacket on.
Really?
Yeah, because
That
you don't
would
go
be
down
very
as far.
painful.
You don't go
That's
down as
still,
far.
dude. You're gonna break your legs.
I jumped off a 30-foot cliff on the
But you
Salmon
did you
River.
know it was safe?
We had an idea it was safe.
This is a great
it
segment.
was
You
safe.
should do
I
this
almost
segment.
called you Rory because I'm so used to yelling.
Roy.
at him.
This is Roy over here.
No, Rory.
I know,
Rory.
but
I
I'm
know.
saying,
No.
what's Rory? I know Roy.
I just love when you go to a restaurant, you take on the name of a guy trying to save people in Nakatomi Plaza. Like you're just like, yeah. He's like, "What's your name, Roy?"
Hey, Bubsy.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubsy.
You would jump off a cliff
I
without knowing the
did.
depth.
Well, I mean, I didn't go around and check the depth, but
I
then
have
people
to check the depth.
Check
It's a
the
river.
depth.
It's a river.
You just have to and this is going to go toward the story as well. I finally harnessed how to look at these things.
Okay.
Number one, what's the best case scenario?
Right.
Best case scenario,
Risk
you
evaluation.
jump off. People think you're cool.
Yeah.
You get some height
amazing.
in
For
your
three-
stomach.
love it.
That's a best case scenario. Worst
Rush.
case scenario, you're never the same. You're half of a
Or
human
you're
being.
dead.
Yeah.
So the payoff
went
is
out
not
doing
worth
This
it.
something
is
you
what
love.
Corey LaCasey said. Corey's like, it's those, hey man, I got those 3 seconds. I got 3 seconds of how cool that was. Like, that's not worth
Nope.
it.
Yeah.
Nope.
That is
no,
not.
no,
I,
totally
there's like
worth it.
in the Ozarks.
Yeah.
This was, I think it was a couple years ago. There was like people do where they'll jump off the bridges.
Yes.
And they'll have like rope swings. I've done those like in the Ozarks. But there was one where these people had been jumping for years and somebody just went in the right way and there was rebar under there and it went right into their ribs.
Yeah.
This is why I know.
Not
Give me that
so-
bungee cord.
All right,
Give me
Dan,
that
let's get
bungee-
into this shit.
Okay, this is a dumb story. Somebody's doing something dumb. Nobody gets hurt, or there's not even cops involved.
Oh, great. Good.
Which is, you know how they like it in dumb people don't. No cops.
No
Okay.
cops.
This was sent in by Alvin Catabay at a Catabay 36.
Thanks, Alvin.
His own website.
Catabay.
A Catabay 36.
Catabay. Would you go Catabay?
That to me,
Catabay.
Catabay sounds.
Catabay Preda.
It sounds like a Jada Catapretta.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Good. Jade Catapretta.
Catabay Preda.
Catabay Preda.
Okay.
What does it sound like?
It sounded like a catamaran. A
That's what I was
catabay,
going to say.
right?
It sounds
it's
like a yacht.
Yeah.
a boat that you take around.
Yo, hanging on my catamaran.
It's like boat. That,
Don't know what to say.
It's a catamaran
Today was a
boat
good
that doesn't.
catabay.
Today was a good
At
catabay.
Daniel Van Kirk.
A Burger King. Oh, you know what I love too? I'm going to preemptively do it because who cares? I love when our stories dovetail perfectly into a plug.
Okay.
A Burger King in the Portland area.
Okay.
This is in Oregon.
Should we go visit there when
Yes.
we're up there?
Yes. A Burger King in the Portland area has broken a promise to give a man free meals for life, a lawsuit claims. So they have told someone, you got Burger King for life.
Burger
and
King
now
for
they
life.
broke the promise. I
So,
wouldn't trust Burger
I
King.
wouldn't break the promise. I would kill this man.
Well, no. Either
And
that
then you kept your
Do you know
promise.
how? And do you know how I would kill this man? More Burger King.
Burger
Yeah.
King. Just
But
give him
you're
as much
on
as
the
he
path.
wants.
You've
right.
already laid out how he's going to die.
Every
100%.
meal.
100%.
You want one? Why don't you take two?
I just can't believe they
Why
lied
do
to
you
him.
take two?
That made me start wondering, as I just asked you this, was not wondering before, what is the most trustworthy fast food restaurant
I mean,
that you
people-
would trust to not break their promise? To me, it's Jimmy John's. I feel like Jimmy John's would not lie to you.
Potbelly subs.
Potbelly is good too.
In and out.
but
'cause
like
they have God
you,
on their side.
like Arby's will steal from you.
yeah,
Arby's will be like, you put your bag down and it's gone, and Arby's is like, well,
It's
we
an
have your
interesting
meal.
conversation because by the time
we have your
you're
meats.
turning to fast food for trust,
I
you know,
know.
like I
A
want
lot
to
of other
base my
things.
future
Yeah.
on fast food. Like, where are you in your life?
What kind
You're
of
in dumb people
Hey,
town.
we're gonna go to this Carl's Jr. over here. Is it trustworthy?
No,
That's not a word I would use to describe it.
But you were right on Potbellies. But I stand by Jimmy John's
Jimmy
too.
John's too. I kind of like. It's
Definitely not Subway.
No,
know.
you can't trust Subway anymore.
I don't think so. Not
Oh,
anymore.
man, those people are artists.
According to his lawsuit filed Tuesday in Multnomah County Circuit Court,
Yeah, this is Portland, dude.
Portland, baby.
Curtis Bruner was granted a lifetime of free meals after
What happened? What did he do? Like he got his
After he swallowed a rat in his
Yeah, like
chicken
saw a
fries.
rat
like
head.
literally, like they get all right.
Right.
As long as you don't talk about the mouse head in your chili,
right
food for life.
food for life. He was granted a lifetime of free meals after he was trapped in a locked bathroom at the 2555 Northeast 238th Drive Burger King for more than an hour on December 15th.
Wait a second.
Come on.
Come on.
What dummy?
I was thinking you were going to say more than a
like
weekend.
a week?
month. I was going to say a month.
For life.
For life?
Burger King for life
one of
for
those
being
things
trapped
where
for an hour.
So
That's
how
like
did
if
they
your
promise
friend
it?
gets you into your car
Yes.
and you're like, I'm so glad to be in my car. I love you, man. I'm
Right.
gonna give you a meal for every day for life.
Or
man.
I'll drive you to the airport
for the rest of your life.
Right.
For life.
And then the first time you give him that airport ride, you're like, I was a little
Maybe I
excited.
pushed it. Maybe
I was
pushed it.
excited at the time. Let's
Right.
be honest.
So clearly, I love that this is clearly like a 20-year-old manager who got flustered, got him out,
Right.
thought of it, and then
Right.
opened his or her big mouth and
Neil.
said,
It's Neil. We're gonna call him Neil.
Opened his big mouth and said, "You have food for life." And as soon as this guy heard it, he was like, "Okay, I'm going to
You
record
said
it.
it.
I'm going to record this.
You said it.
Say it one more time. Food for life. Okay,
Food for life.
Right. It's like when Tigger said, if you get me down from this tree, I'll never bounce again. And then realized
That's
very
right.
quickly
Brother
That's
was
a bad-
bouncing in a
needed that
second.
bounce.
That's right.
brother wanted to
Needed
bounce.
that bounce. Bruner says he reeked of urine after he couldn't get out of what he says was a smelly, confined space. What did he roll around on the floor?
Wait a minute. You don't reek of urine
No.
because a room reeks of urine.
Yeah,
It's not, no one's smoking urine and blowing it in your face.
The only
You reek of
places-
urine to defend yourself against the bears.
That's right.
Exactly.
who were also locked in the bathroom,
Right.
which is you haven't read yet.
I haven't gotten
and
there
that's
yet.
why
And
it's
he
By
was
the
afraid of
Bears.
the Bears.
And by the Bears, you mean Bear Grylls. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
What is he doing?
Bear
in
Bryant's
here?
drinks
ghost.
his own, yeah.
Bear Bryant's
Talk
ghost.
about it.
Isn't it crazy that we can't even make a trapped in a Burger King closet like joke?
Nope.
That's how bad R. Kelly
he
is.
ruined that
You can't
too.
be trapped in anything anymore. We can't
It's-
reference one
It's
of
a
your
horrible
songs.
thing and also the least of what he's done.
Right.
That's the scale
Right.
of how bad he
And
is.
Jay, good on you, Jay, for picking out the worst thing of R. Kelly. The fact that we at a podcast can't
we're saying
make
no,
a track.
Rand.
Oh, I'm
Rand,
sorry.
don't. The people are going to hear that segment. We're going to get letters.
All we're saying is, Cosby ruined colorful sweaters. I'm just saying that.
You know what else
among
he
other
ruined?
things.
I just thought about this today. He ruined hoagies.
Yeah.
Remember you watched the Cosby Show and he made that sandwich look so good that he was about
Well,
to eat.
didn't,
and
like,
now I'm like, wow, I can't have that
I haven't
anymore.
even thought of Cosby enough to think about
No mention
all
of
the things
pudding.
he-
No mention of
Pudding
pudding.
is
You
like-
can't ruin pudding.
doesn't even-
Pops.
Tommy, you can't ruin
Can't
pudding.
even say pudding pops
You
without
can't.
like
I know.
pudding pop.
No, you
I know.
can't.
Don't do
can't
that.
Don't
Don't
do it.
do
Do it
it.
on this show.
Not anymore.
So he says he reeked of urine after he couldn't get out of was a smelly, confined space.
Yep.
Quote, it's the kind of place where you hold your breath, go in, and get out of there as fast as you can, Bruner told the Oregonian/Oregon Live on
And now
Wednesday.
they won't let me go back there every day
single
of my
day.
life.
Free
What's
food.
wrong with these people?
He says, that wasn't holding my breath and getting in and out. That wasn't an option for me.
Of course it wasn't.
Oh, so he's more mad that they took away his breath holding options in life.
He didn't have the option.
I had to smell all that urine.
Burger King didn't immediately respond to a request for a comment.
This was our. By the way, this was our employer 2 years ago.
Yes,
According-
he did a burger
Sounds like the
commercial.
type of
did.
people that would leave someone trapped, locked in a urine bag for an hour.
Well, they only did one commercial with us. And
According-
we recorded another one, so this doesn't surprise me.
According to Bruner and his lawsuit, here's what happened. Bruner had just finished a meal and stepped into the single-user restroom, so it hit him quick.
Like, are we
Hit
going to
him
call
quick.
it a meal? Like, we know it's not a restaurant, technically.
I'm going to be honest, though. I went through a time in my life
Where you ate a lot of Burger King.
I loved those original chicken sandwiches. They
Yeah.
were so good.
So it's a fried chicken.
Can I ask you,
Sandwich.
is your legal name Bruner?
you know what?
Is that what
It's
this
here
is
nor there,
about?
sir.
Why is
Is
that
that
neither
Neither
here
here nor
You
there.
got a
That
look
is here
in
nor
your
there.
eyes.
That's neither here nor there.
Counselor, you were badgering
Okay,
the witness.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Counselor badgering
You
the
got a
witness.
look in your eye, and I'm
Take
wondering.
a step back,
look
sir.
it is,
Okay.
What is your question?
Maybe
Please
I
phrase
smell
it.
like
Smells
urine.
strangely like urine.
I do
in
not
here
smell
right
like
now.
urine.
Tell us the truth.
By the way, this was the original plot for Urinetown.
on Irving Park and Clark, they would have 2 for $5 original chicken sandwiches, and that was always
Back to it. Look at his eyes.
always a good day.
I think this
It was a
guy.
good
2
day.
for $4.
I've never. Okay.
No,
Well,
5 is an
2
easy
for
bill to
$5.
I
drop.
just felt
Come on,
so
man.
unexpected.
2 for $5.
4 for 10.
Horrible food never tastes better than when you're poor.
And I don't know what's wrong with people. No offense, I'm making direct eye contact with
okay,
you. I don't know what's wrong with people, but there is
either.
there is a crossfade, like a spectrum in my mind, that once food becomes cheap enough, I'm like, there's something wrong with the food.
I feel
like,
that way too. You should not be able to
if the deal gets too good, I'm like, that's not a deal.
Right.
It's trash.
This is like the
100%.
guy who
cut.
I've talked about this on the podcast. The guy who cut my hair cut our hair in New York, Steve, bald guy, never trust a bald guy to cut your hair. Italian guy, I cut you hair.
That's what you say. I cut
Really?
you hair.
$10 for 2 years.
How late do you
$10 I cut you hair.
What time? How late do you guys open?
He's like, we're open till 8. Come before 8. Oh, you mean you're open only until 8? Don't come after that?
Right.
I cut you hair. So I go down to Steve and cut my hair. $10 for the first 2.5 years. I go down there 1 week. It is now $7. And I am mad.
People weren't clamoring at him to say like, "Hey, man, these are tough times."
I was mad. No one was like, "Cut it down." I'm
Why
like,
did he
10
do
is
it?
the bottom. So now I'm like, 7. You don't have to care. You don't have to give a
Right.
shit.
You can't complain.
If it's messed up, I can't be like,
That
Steve,
burger fell on the floor. It's 29 cents. What are you gonna do?
what do you do?
Yeah.
Pick it up.
And you know you're walking around with a
Hey, that-
$7 haircut.
Hey, that bathroom smells like urine. I'm sorry. I can't hear you over the fact that you just ate 4 sandwiches for $1.
Right.
Shut up and
They're
get
good,
back
though.
in your
They're
hole.
so good. I'm kind of already on Bruner's side, just thinking
Why?
about this chicken
Come
sandwich.
on. So all right.
Maybe
so
I am Bruner.
So he ate his
Okay,
meat.
he
I
finished
just
his
to
meal.
let you know, as the story goes along, I'm looking for the point at which, because Bruner's really selling his afternoon so far. I got
Sure.
a meal. I'm strolling to
Into
the
the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Finish
I
my
want to
meal,
know
like-
the point where Bruner realizes he's made bad choices in his life.
Trapped in a cabinet.
When he tried to leave, the lock on the door jammed. After several minutes of trying to get the door open, he called the phone number on his receipt. We're going to take a quick break, and we will come back and dig into what happens
What's
next.
going to happen next?
It's Dumb People Town. Ptolemy Slocum. Stay with us.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying connected and productive? And then there's your newest coworker, the cat. Well, your friends at Trello have been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format, plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Trello keeps everyone organized and on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Teams of all shapes and sizes at companies like Google, Fender, Costco, and likely your favorite neighborhood coffee shop all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dumb People Town. We should mention Ptolemy Slocum is a character on the great HBO
hold on.
show.
The greatest show with the most background nudity of any show in the history of television.
I was
Westworld.
exposed to most of that.
You were
back
exposed
then.
to
I
it.
literally-
Yeah.
Because
It's
I
behind
wondered-
you, though. When you're acting, it's behind you.
Well, we should say it's Westworld.
It's Westworld.
And you're so good in Westworld.
Oh, thanks,
you're
man.
phenomenal in it. It was so great, too, to be like, I know a UCB person
Yeah.
on Westworld.
So good, dude.
I always wonder, though, like, are you in between takes? Because the way where
Yeah.
you're always set up, it's all those glass rooms
Right.
that you could just look everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's just all.
it's got to be uncomfortable on
It
some
is
level.
definitely uncomfortable at 1st. It's very confusing and like,
Right.
is this
You're
good
very-
or bad?
Right.
And then the horrific thing is I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
So and my glasses just give me like the last
Depth?
10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is so offensive to me how you cannot tell two nude people apart
Right.
if they are laying down over 10 feet away from you.
Well, that's
it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
pubic hair and then like
it's
flatness
just
and then
you just see in the distance a blurry bush. You don't know if it's man or woman.
it's blurry bush. And they like a lot of these
Blurry Bush was my favorite of
the Bush
of the
twins.
Bush twins.
Right.
George Bush's daughters.
And they had a pretty large selection, no joke, of Merkins.
Right.
They had a
Oh, they
Merkin
have
select
to,
because
yes.
everyone had
Yeah.
Bush
Yeah.
for the western town. So
Yeah.
there was a good deal of Merkin action.
Now, where do you guys shoot? Because you got to run out in the park last season.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was several places, but the original sets and where the little village for the Shogun village.
Which
all
is that just
stuff.
burned down?
Yeah.
No,
No,
that
okay,
was the
okay.
other one.
Okay,
so that's across the freeway, but this is all up in Santa Clarita.
Gotcha.
So Melody Ranch area.
Yeah, which we shot up there. Didn't we shoot
Very
up there?
cool. Yes, we did.
Is that the Burger King commercial?
No,
Okay.
it was
Wild Hogs?
Bubble Boy
Bubble Boy.
or something like that. Yeah.
But such a fun show, and you're so good on
So
it.
thank
They've
you.
literally like for where you came in at to like all the layers they've given you guys like since then. It like I'd really just loved how it opened up.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think I was meant to die.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But what a phenomenal job.
What's the
to
actor
get
that you
to
worked
be
alongside there? Some of the
Leo.
other tech.
Yeah.
Leo. Yeah.
Well, Felix is his character
Church's
name,
name.
but
Yeah. Leo. And
Leonardo.
I think it's that. It's a nod to the chemistry that you guys had, and
Oh
then
my God.
the sides of the coins that you're both playing.
Yeah.
With, they're like, we can't lose either one of these guys.
And it like that's us in real life. Like
Really?
we are like close now, and because we're both so different and
Yeah.
have gone through so much, we're both so much the same and so different. It's like he's like really a close friend. Like
Yeah.
it's
Amazing to be on a show that is so loved. And
Because you've done all kinds of things. You've been in a lot of stuff. You are someone who's worked in a lot of shows, in movies. I saw you. What movie did I just see you
Vice.
in? Were you in Vice?
Have you heard of Vice?
Yeah. What did you do in Vice?
I'm in the segment right after in the middle of the credits.
Really?
Yeah, I look just like myself. Do you
Right.
know me at
I
all?
don't know you.
Oh,
No,
God.
you're one of my good friends.
I'm
took
sitting
his
next
glasses
to you.
off for a second.
I remember that. Maybe I was just reading
I
the
only
credits.
see
and
Merkins.
yeah, my glasses were
I
off.
only see blurry
I don't
bush.
know. You were in another thing about, I don't know. It was like, I can't remember.
You guys
It's
are
been a
doing
montage.
your bit to
Jake,
him.
good.
Yeah. What am I doing?
Jake,
These
what do you
guys had
I
a
know.
bit
You're
where
in
they're
so
like-
much great stuff, but to go into something that also takes off in its own
it's
jet
crazy.
stream is really
It's-
cool.
It's
Yeah, because we
unreal.
can't predict that stuff. We've all
No.
been a part of great things that we're like, this is amazing, and 6 people watched it. Or this is really, you know what I mean? It's like there's
Or you do
really-
a couple things in a show that actually has a huge following, and it's like, oh wow, this is great. This is very cool.
It's such we live like in several like versions or layers of lotteries. You know what I mean? Like you're so lucky to get the job at all, but that you're just entered into the very beginning of the lottery. It
We don't
has to
know
be-
the
you
show
don't know
that
if,
is in a lottery.
If it's even going to be fun
Right.
at all to shoot, you don't know. And then
Right.
if it's even going to exist, then if it's even going to be accepted, then if it's something you want to be known for,
That's
like
right.
there's so many.
Yeah, so many.
So to
hits.
have it go through all those layers
And check it out.
So
Yeah,
check him out.
It's my thing. Like I fucking love that show.
I'm
Good
so
on you,
happy
man.
for you.
I
Good
love
on
I
you.
love it as a fan. Like I just love that. I love the people on that show. It's just
Brilliant.
it's all of it.
It's brilliant and scary at the same
Check
time.
it if you haven't seen it. It's
It's called
Westworld.
West World. It's
Yeah.
the West Wing.
You probably
of
got about a
HBO
year
shows.
before the next season comes out.
Yeah, we're starting to shoot next month.
Yeah,
Beginning
so I imagine probably January or
Next-
February next
Yeah,
year. Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's get back.
Let's
to
go
where,
back to Portland,
so
where
we
the
were.
Sklar's just were.
Yeah,
when?
I don't know
Then?
when
Who
it
knows?
was. Yes,
All right.
exactly.
If
At
it's
some
before
point.
then, check out where the Sklar's are going to be.
Yes.
If it's before March 3rd, come to Houston and see Rory and I do our first pen pals.
Or
If it's before March 4th,
Hey, guess who just got added to our live
Tell him,
Dumb People
tell him,
Town?
kid.
Jonathan Ham.
Jonathan Ham,
John Ham.
and Karen Kilgariff.
Karen Kilgariff. And then the musical guest is our buddy Langhorne Slim.
Wow.
Wow, what a show.
And that is
Killer
March
show.
4th at
Largo. Tickets are available right
Get
now.
tickets; it will sell out. All right, Dan. He called the number on the receipt, and
which
what,
is kind of smart.
Bruner.
Yeah.
That's like
That's Bruner logic.
Yes.
It's
But
as,
who's manning the phones at a Burger
Oh,
King?
that, do you trust that person?
Right.
it's as if he's smart enough to not be
Get
at a Burger King in the
No.
first place.
After several minutes of trying to get the door open, he called the number on his receipt. Several employees responded. Was that they passed the phone around? Ultimately,
hello, someone's
What
called.
is this landline? I don't know what it is.
Oh,
No one's
Ultimately-
come to Burger King because everyone's gotten too intelligent.
Ultimately, they came to the door, the bathroom door, and handed him a plastic-edged card and later a fly swatter and instructions to squeeze it through the crack between the door and the door frame to move the locking mechanism.
This is how a cat burglar gets into a
No,
house
this is in
a
movies when like a guy just whips out
Give
a
me the
credit
credit
card,
card,
and
just
like,
swipes it.
and
so they're
takes it.
passing him tools like
Right.
household MacGyver items
Fly
to
swatter.
help him get
A
out
fly
of the
swatter.
bathroom.
Also, the way that this is written, they also passed him the instructions, which I like to imagine are
Yes.
like scrawled in crayon
Yes.
on like
Yes.
step one.
In blood.
They had to like
Right.
break a glass.
Yeah, Nick
to
Cage
pull out
had
the
to find him.
instructions. But wait, so they also could have called a locksmith in that moment and then immediately got
No.
This is Burger
They've
King.
got this.
Hold on one sentence, my friend. In the process, Bruner cut his hand, the suit says. A locksmith ultimately freed him.
Exactly. Cut his hand on what? A fly swatter?
What a
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dummy. You cut your own hand with
It
the
could have been
was-
masturbating. He got bored. There was a little bit of time.
sure,
cut his
sure.
hand.
Bruner
open
was
sore.
humiliated as he heard employees and customers laughing on the other side of the locked door.
I would have laughed.
That hurts.
mean-
That hurts.
I also appreciate the idea that people on the outside thought that someone was dumb enough to get themselves locked in a Burger
Sure.
King, but would be smart enough to then not cut themselves
Right.
on anything you hand them.
Dan, you are showing up at a Burger King for a 2 for $5 deal. You are
I
not
was
showing
me.
up for an entire show. That's dinner
But
theater.
you walk into Burger King to get your 2 for $5, Dan. You see a crowd of people around the
5
bathroom.
original chicken.
You see a crowd of people around the bathroom
and
laughing
Dan,
hard.
You walk towards that laughter.
What do we got here?
What do we got?
What do we got here?
What's going on?
Give him air. Give him air. Sir, you don't even know what's happening. Fine. Give her air. I'm not
Can't
going
breathe
to.
in there.
Yeah.
The only thing we can do
Does
is
he have a fly swatter?
urinate on the outside of the door so it starts to flow
Safe in.
into.
Yes. Yes.
So Bruner now humiliated.
I imagine
Humiliated.
that Bruner just got naked in there and it was like, this is how I'm surviving.
Losing his mind.
Flinging his
This
shit
is
on the wall.
This is Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now, kind of losing it in the hotel room.
There was like pentagrams drawn in
Yeah.
blood
Number
and
23
feces
everywhere.
on all the walls.
in his own blood, he writes
Yeah.
on the mirror, "Tell my wife I love her." You're like, you're not even married.
Well, tell her.
He ticks off like moments, like in a jail cell, how long he's
Yeah.
been in there for each
He's
minute.
Andy Dufresne. It.
I-
He's in the other bathroom.
60
I
ticks
accidentally summoned a demon.
He's using a spoon to dig through the
through
wall.
the toilet. I summoned a
And that's
demon.
on you.
I summoned a toilet demon.
This is where Bruner starts to lose me. Bruner was too shaken to immediately leave the restaurant. Maybe if someone could get me a number 3, if somebody could get me a number 3 in a diet, I'll sit down here for
I
a
need to
minute.
collect
I
myself.
am tuckered out
Right.
from the bathroom.
I don't know where I'm going.
I was sitting the whole time, but man, I'm emotionally tired.
Bruner was too shaken to immediately leave the restaurant. To me, that's he's starting to
i.e.
milk it.
he's
starting
looking
to, yeah.
for-
How, what can I get for free?
What
out
can
of
I
this?
get for
And
this?
that's when employees gave him a bandage and some ointment for his cut, and a manager.
Ointment.
I'm going to tell you what he did. He went in there and he held the lock. And he held that lock shut and he's like, how do I get a
No,
lifetime of
no.
free
He
meals?
did not.
Yes, he did.
You're coming down on Bruner
Jay,
like that.
come on.
It's an inside job.
The manager,
9/11 was an inside job.
Bruner melts steel beams. The manager
The
apologized
explosions are coming from inside the bath.
and offered him a verbal promise that he could always eat there for free. Bruner
As
said.
long as he works there, which ended the next week.
yeah, exactly. She said, there's a quote. She said, "Yeah, man, we understand it's a terrible situation and we want to make it up to you," Bruner recounted. Even before the promise.
And
Yeah,
that's-
man, by the way, is legally binding.
That is legally binding.
When someone says, yeah, man,
Yeah,
then-
man means
Yeah, man.
you got to hold it. And it holds up in a court of law.
Obviously, if her quote is, "Yeah, man, we understand and we want to make up to you," that means he's the one who said, "How about free meals for life?"
Right. He definitely said something
Right.
to her saying, like, that was the worst experience of my entire life. I can't believe that happened to me. I mean, if that happened to you, wouldn't you? Yeah, man, we get it.
Yeah.
We're going to make it up
get
to
some
you.
free meals.
Like, to me, I imagine her, like, talking to him as if, like, stop talking.
Right,
Yeah,
here we
yeah,
go.
yeah, man, we get it.
This is where Bruner loses me even more. Even before the promise, Bruner said he frequented Burger King nearly every day.
Wow.
Because he
Wayne
enjoys
Fetterman?
the food and it's just one freeway stop from his work. He said after the free meal promise, see, he was gunning for this.
Yeah, that's
Now, I'm
why
not
I said
saying
he was holding the door
I think he
locked,
got
Dan.
locked in, but
He
he,
did
saw
not.
it as an
He
opportunity.
did not,
That's right,
Dan.
Jay.
He locked himself in. He goes every day and he's thinking to himself, how can I save myself some money?
This
I'm
is
gonna
like
lock
the guy
myself.
who faked falling down. Did you see that video of him?
I saw that. The
Threw
ice, he threw
down,
ice on the ground.
then he
Yeah,
laid
yes.
down. It's like,
Yeah.
camera on
Classic
you, bitch.
Bruner.
Camera
He
on
said
you.
after, so he's a guy who already eats there every day. He said after the free meal promise, he ate there for free.
Is the free meal promise the new version of the ice bucket challenge?
Yes, the free meal
just
promise.
checking, just making sure.
He said after the free meal promise, #free meal promise.
Hashtag free-
He ate there for free every day for the next 13 days, with the exception of December 24th and December 25th. Twice.
Does it also say in there he'll never be able to get an erection ever again?
Twice. He ate breakfast and dinner there on the same day.
This guy is milking it like nobody's business.
No, well, like Bruner's business.
I can't believe he got this many meals.
But
He's
when
more chemicals than man. now.
yes, which is my favorite Rob Zombie song. But when he went in on December
Bruner King.
There you go.
Bruner King.
When he went in on December 28th, Bruner said he was told, quote, district management had yanked the free meal pledge. Hashtag free meal pledge. His lawsuit asks a judge to order Burger King to reinstate the promise or pay him off in one lump sum.
How much does
much
he
would that
want? Are
be?
we guessing?
We will. Hold on.
Okay.
The suit says the lock that trapped Bruner inside the restroom appears to have trapped others inside before him because it, quote, showed signs of damage caused
And
by
bloody
other
fingernails,
people.
like
Yes.
from
there was a
from
skull in there.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, 100%.
Pieces of hair.
Right.
In a little basket with
They should have a
lotion.
little bell, like when
Yeah.
they used to bury people.
The dog bones.
It quote showed signs of damage caused by other people who had previously been locked inside the bathroom. The suit claims Burger King was negligent in not fixing it. All that might be true.
Yeah.
Quote, they created an unsafe environment, Bruner said. Quote, someone could have had a medical
A
situation.
deliciously unsafe environment.
that I
could've-
go to every day.
Right. Someone could have had a medical situation. You could have had a fatality.
Shut up, Bruner.
I don't think anybody's
Shut
that good
up,
at
Bruner.
Mortal Kombat that you'd have a
It
fatality in
puts
there.
the
but whatever.
ketchup in the basket.
You could have a child locked in there. Someone elderly.
Fatality.
They are lucky it was me.
Wow.
Are they
They
lucky?
are lucky. This is great. For them, they're like, thank God it was this
All
guy.
you have to do is pay me this lump sum to go away.
Okay, we're gonna get out of this Friday mini episode on this. How much is Curtis Bruner seeking in one lump sum if they do not want to give him free meals every time?
Ptolemy, you are a guest. You can go first. Guess first. You can guess Tig, which is the second spot, or
between us.
third after us. Where do you want to go?
And then we're actually competing to win this?
Yes. It
All
doesn't
right.
matter if you go over. It's closest.
I'm gonna
You get a
tig.
free
I'm
original
taking.
chicken.
He's taking
I'm taking it up.
Jay,
Jay?
go start us off.
How much money is this dummy asking for?
How much does he want?
I think he figures that it's $650,000.
Wow.
I think it's $50,000. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Tell me. Go ahead.
I'm thinking that he is asking for $3.6 million.
Okay.
I think it's like now I'm going more $75,000.
Okay. So Rand says 75.
Jay says 650, and Ptolemy says $3.6 million.
Because it's 1 year. So if he's saying $10 a visit, you know what I mean? Once a day, and then for 1 year, and then doing that for 10
the rest
years.
of his life.
Right.
Oh, because you think he's going to die
Die in 10 years.
Okay, I get it.
One can only hope.
Do you guys want to guess how old he is, really quick?
Yeah.
Too much fun leaves marks in life. Living hard, you'll pay the price. Who is gonna get it right? Guess the age. Guess the age.
How old do you think he is? You want to go first, Tig, or third?
I'm going to take that as well.
Okay.
46.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say 51.
51? Okay. Tommy says 51. Jay or Rand?
46.
I'm going to say.
Wait, did you say 46,
I
Jay?
say
46,
Okay.
51. I'm going to say 38.
38.
38.
Okay.
I like that. I like 37.
38.
Yeah.
See?
Fuck it.
Okay. I'm going to tell you
You want
right.
to change yours to 37?
No.
No, you
No.
can.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now that I believe, I'm going to double check it. One of you is only 1 year off.
Oh, yeah.
One of you got
Snap
you
it.
got
If
very
If
You
it's
have a good
37, you're going to hate yourself for the rest of the day.
I could have changed it.
Nope.
I
Okay.
could have been somebody.
Nope.
Watch
Okay.
it be 52.
Now,
First off-
just to be clear, if it was 37, are you guys going to offer me free
Burger
King
King
for
for
life.
life?
Yeah, man. We get it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Rand,
man,
we're
it's fucking
Is that
legally
binding? I'm
binding.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Rand, what did you say?
38.
And wait, what did you say, Tom?
51.
Okay. And what?
46.
Okay.
But I
I
also
will
said
first tell
37
you,
spiritually.
before we get to the total, I will first tell you that Curtis Bruner, the man trapped in the bathroom,
Stop.
Captain Cabinets.
Pee bathroom.
loves Burger King.
Loves
It's one
it.
stop,
One-
one freeway
one a
stop
day.
away.
Freeway stop
One a
away.
day, $10 a day.
Is get your answers in now, Townie, because Curtis Bruner is 50 years old.
Oh, it feels like magic. It feels like magic.
Oh, baby!
It feels like
And
magic.
the
How do you
amount,
live to 50?
and the amount of
amazing.
lump sum he is seeking to have Burger King
I'm
for
gonna
the
win
rest
both
of his
these.
life
I'm going to win both of these.
is $9,026.
What the $9,000?
$26. This is the estimated cost.
I was right.
$9,026. Guys, he is a stickler. He has figured out how much longer he's going to live. Here's the weird thing. This is the exact estimated cost of Bruner eating one Whopper meal per week for the next 22 years. So he's averaging it out eating there once a week, but he's already going there every day. Sometimes twice a day.
That's what.
So, but you think he's trying to be like, I'm just going to come in lower than what I actually wanted, thinking they'll give it to me.
What this is actually a small claims court.
Thank you.
Because if he goes over 10, then he has to go to actual court.
So he's saying, at least if I get this, I'm guaranteed one Whopper meal a week for free for the next 22 years.
And I bet if he got just the money, he would go back and spend it at that place.
Yep. Right, he would.
100%.
He would just spend that money out.
Here's the thing. It's possible that being trapped in that much urine for that long made him legally intelligent enough to go to
understand that. There you go.
It's his mutant power.
Of urine. All right, there you go.
That's a Friday.
Brunner King. All right, guys, there you go.
Bruner.
It's
Bruner. It's Bruner.
Ptolemy Slocum. Check him out on Westworld.
We're the Sklar brothers, and oh shit,
We got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.